Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself. I keep telling y'all, he say he's the king. And this vicious right here. I ain't never seen a king hold his kingdom down when you have a vicious crew come through. We coming through. Hear what I say? We vicious. We ain't just boxing. We doing this. Be prepared. Stop playing with my youngin'.
Gervonta Davis's trainer just went off on Floyd Mayweather, calling him a straight-up loser. This wild outburst came right after Lamont Roach-backed Mayweather publicly, sparking major drama. The fight world is now watching as Team Davis and Mayweather's crew go from cold tension to all-out war. It's clear, Davis isn't just stepping out of Mayweather's shadow, he's stomping on it. And once again, Mayweather's messy legacy is under fire.
That's true. So Calvin, I'm almost done with this interview. What did Floyd Mayweather tell you after the fight? Because he was very happy. He was excited.
Man, that's my man. Everybody, man, me and Floyd, man. I mean, being with Floyd, man, it gave me, man, it changed my view on being, looking at TV, watching boxing, around one of the greats, man, you know. Being around one of the greats, and people don't know Floyd, man. He a down-to-earth guy, man. He loved the sport. He loved the fighters. You know what I'm saying? And when he around, he starting to understand Tank now. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to be the best promoter, you know what I'm saying, out there. You know, I say, Floyd, I need Pretty Boy. Talk about your fighters, man. You pump your fighters up. And he doing it. He said, man, I want to be around winners. And that will push the coaches, and that will push the fighters.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be 50-0, but let's be real. Was it skill or just smart matchmaking? Sure, he grabbed titles in 5 weight classes and made millions flashing money and dodging punches. But critics say he played it safe, picking fights that protected his perfect record. While fans call him a genius, others see a businessman who turned boxing into a money game, not a sport. Love him or hate him, Mayweather changed boxing, but not everyone thinks it was for the better.
Floyd situation, you know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. The gym. Y'all little youngins keep putting in work, man. Hunt, Steve, all our new coaches, man. Day, you know, I mentioned y'all, man. Y'all keep putting in the work, man, because guess what? When we gone, y'all gotta hold the house down. You have to hold the house down. Got to hold the house down. I need y'all to hold the house down, you know.
After retiring, Mayweather crowned himself a mentor. But is he really helping or just controlling? Fighters like Gervonta Davis got the spotlight thanks to his name. But some say Mayweather's ego overshadows everyone he promotes. He offers top-tier training and flashy promotion, but critics slam him for being arrogant and self-centered. Behind the scenes, whispers grow louder. Is Mayweather building champions or just using them to keep his own brand alive?
Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. Guys, I hope all you guys are staying well, keeping safe. Everything good wherever you are. And I wanted to get talking about something which is quite a big topic in boxing as of today. Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. There seems to be a serious rift. And it seems to be the rift is getting wider and wider. The beef, or the clear showing that, you know, these two are not getting on is quite clear for everyone to see, on whether it's on social media, whether it's the comments that are being made by both men. Gervonta Davis reacted to, you know, Floyd Mayweather explaining why he did a press conference on the same day that, you know, Gervonta had a press conference, and he said they offered him $1 million for that particular press conference. And Michael Benson reported this, and Gervonta Davis quoted the tweet and said "lol" on top of it, because Gervonta Davis apparently was quoted saying that it doesn't matter how much money a man has, he can still be jealous. Like, why Floyd would be jealous of Gervonta Davis? You know, Gervonta Davis, I like Gervonta Davis. I think he's a very exciting talent, very good fighter.
Calvin Ford isn't just Gervonta Davis's trainer. He's the real force behind the fighter's rise. While Mayweather grabs headlines, it's Ford who's been in the trenches, guiding Davis through personal chaos and professional pressure. More than just a coach, Ford acts like a father figure, even helping Davis deal with the drama that comes with Mayweather. Some fans now wonder, is Davis's success really thanks to Floyd, or has Ford been the real mastermind all along?
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know. And them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail, or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Calvin Ford keeps brushing off the beef between Davis and Mayweather, calling it normal. He says it's just part of growing up in the boxing world, like what Mayweather went through himself. But let's be honest, this feels like more than just growing pains. As Davis starts taking charge of his career, the power struggle with Mayweather is getting harder to ignore. Some say it's not about learning, it's about breaking free from Floyd's grip.
Who do you want to see? You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Give me the names. I need names, Calvin. I need names.
You already know. We went down to, we working on the big 4. It was Garcia, that's the first one. Roma, I hope we get him soon. Shakur, he's going to get it. He know he's going to get it. It's just Bob is in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? Bob know what he's doing over there. You can't tell Bob how to run his game because he's like a vet at this. He's been doing it for so many years. That's going to happen. All the fights that we'll want, they have no choice. They're going to take the fight when it's time to take the fight. It's just right now, who's going to take the fight? That's the question.
Ford claims there's still respect between Davis and Mayweather, but is that just PR talk? He credits their shared past and Al Heyman's influence for keeping things from falling apart. At a recent press conference, Ford brushed off Davis's frustrations as just a young star wanting more control. But behind the scenes, many believe Davis is tired of being managed like a product. Some insiders say the real power lies with Heyman now, and Mayweather's role is shrinking fast, whether he admits it or not.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like this whole family together. Him with Kenny, but for sure, like them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be there without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like looking for him type stuff.
He told me he used to come to the gym and you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym. Don't tell my grandma or nothing. Just go straight to the gym. And the gym was closed. The gym didn't even, I used to get out of school probably 3 o'clock, and the gym didn't open till like 4:30. I'd just be outside just sleeping on the front of the gym, just waiting.
One thing's clear, Behind the flashy knockouts and million-dollar fights, there's a power struggle boiling over. Is Gervonta Davis finally breaking free, or is Mayweather still pulling the strings? This drama is just heating up, and you don't want to miss what happens next. Hit that subscribe button for more explosive updates from the world of boxing, where the real fights aren't always in the ring.